Behold, Mewtwo, the ultimate Pokemon, as of Gen 1, and maybe still in Gen 2? I don't know, Snorlax was pretty good back then. Definitely not stronger than Kyogre in Gen 3, I can tell you that, and things only really got worse from there. Look, Mewtwo is without a doubt one of the strongest Pokemon in the game, among all 1025, but among its own class of Pokemon, the restricted legendaries, it's not really worth running. In fact, I'd argue it's like a bottom 3 restricted, at least among the complete Pokemon. Like, look, if you need to bring up Cosmog and base Calyrex to justify Mewtwo's strength, you're already scraping the bottom of the test tube. If I were Giovanni and I spent millions on scientists to create the ultimate Pokemon, only to find out that I could have just booked a flight to England, dapped up the real strongest Pokemon and put them on payroll, I would have just quit right there. But Mewtwo hasn't always been this bad. It's one of the biggest victims of power creep in Pokemon. So today, let's talk about why Mewtwo is completely outclassed and then do our best to run it on the ladder. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video at any point in time, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. As a matter of fact, you should really just subscribe right now because I have a playlist full of content just like this that you can watch once this video ends. And if you think you're subscribed, do me a favor and double check because a lot of my viewers actually aren't. With that, let's get into the video. But not before I plug my YouTube channel memberships. If you click the join button, not only do you get access to bonus videos every week and access to my podcast with Jody Azzarelli, but you also can join my members only Discord where we team build and discuss Pokemon broadly. You also get a badge by your name in the comments and in my live streams, and you get to see your name at the end of these videos. Lots of cool perks there, so consider supporting me with the channel membership. Now back to the video. See, typically I open these videos by pulling up the Pokemon stats and saying that they're nothing to write home about, but being completely honest here, Mewtwo has one of the most impressive stat spreads in the game. This Pokemon was practically power creep proof for the first couple of generations it was in. It's a pure psychic type with access to great coverage, including Energy Ball, Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, Earth Power, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower, and even non-stab moves coming off of its base 154 special attack are going to hurt. Things only got better for it with it gaining access to its signature move of Psystrike back in Gen 5, a 100 base power clone of Psyshock, allowing for it to hit things for major damage on their physical defense without having to use its own lower physical attack stat. And Expanding Force makes this thing way too difficult to switch in on. The issue with Mewtwo actually has nothing to do with itself. It's literally every other Pokemon. It's everyone else's problem. Mewtwo now exists in a metagame that includes Incineroar, a Pokemon which is omnipresent and immune to psychic attacks, Fluttermane, yet another omnipresent Pokemon which outspeeds and one-shots Mewtwo with Shadow Ball, Chien-Pao, another Dark type which outspeeds and one-shots Mewtwo, and worst of all, Calyrex Shadow, a Pokemon which is not only faster than Mewtwo, but hits harder and is a Ghost Psychic type, meaning it outclasses Mewtwo as a Psychic type while having the benefits that a Ghost type gets like Fake Out immunity. Worst of all, it even steals Mewtwo's only niche of Unnerve, while having a second ability in Grimnay. There is literally zero reason to run Mewtwo when this tactical nuke of a Pokemon exists and is just straight up better than it. Even Calyrex Shadow's bulk is comparable to Mewtwo. If Megas return to competitive, Mega Mewtwo Y is still outclassed by Calyrex Shadow. It's never been more over for Mewtwo. Even beyond its role as a Psychic Restricted though, it's hard to choose such a lukewarm Pokemon over broken legendaries like Groudon, Kyogre, and Miraidon, since they come with abilities that inherently change the way that the game has to be played. Mewtwo just lacks anything that makes it special. It's as bland as Kane's chicken. Oh, but the sauce, I don't care about the sauce. The chicken sucks and you can put the sauce on better chicken. So how do we buff Mewtwo so it actually does something? Well, it's very simple. You just give it a better ability. Unnerve is now spoken for, so that's over. It's done. For the love of God, just give Mewtwo Psychic Surge so it can spam Expanding Force for free. That's all it really needs. Okay, let's just use this Pokemon. I don't think it's gonna go well. Oh, Mewtwo. Poor Mewtwo. What did they do to you, man? What did they do to Mewtwo for him to deserve this? This is the last day of Reg G. Last video I have to make of this garbage format. Reg I, some people say it's more garbage. Current format bad, past format good. That's how it works, right? But I put this team together. I'll leave the paste down below if you guys want to try it. You know, you probably won't want to because Reg G is going to be over by the time this video goes up. But the best I could do with Mewtwo is just Expanding Force spam, Terra Dark for coverage to beat Cali Shadow. It's got a Stone Generator on it for swag. I just decided to have fun. If we win some games, we win some. If we lose some games, whatever. This season, we're rank 903, 15 wins, 2 losses. Not bad. Not bad. I've had worse seasons. I mean, usually the more I play, the worse it gets, but I've been kind of doing pretty okay this season, you know? All right. And I'm just going to be, I can't lie, I'm going to be in this stance the whole time. I cannot lock in for this Pokemon. Okay, so we are facing Cali Shadow, standard, whatever. Scarf Chi-Yu is my friend here. Scarf Chi-Yu is 100% my friend. So is Tailwind, though. Like, honestly, can't do too much to anything really on the board. Stonjourner kind of gets owned too. I think the way that we have to play this is probably Chi-Yu lead, right? Chi-Yu lead with Stonjourner. I'm going to bring in Didi and Mewtwo in the back, and let's just see if we can get it done. I think that they're basically always going to lead off with Cali Shadow here in Clefairy, and I just want to make sure that they don't get to do much, you know. I can just spam Heat Wave and Rock Slide. And we also have Wide Guard, so that's going to be nice. Also, the Stonjourner is Terra Fighting Low Kick, because I thought that'd be kind of saucy. Yep, got the lead right. Let's just click buttons. They can't one-shot me. I think this double up will always KO them, because Power Spot and Beads of Ruin are effectively counteracting the, they're counteracting Friend Guard, so I just go for it. No way I get one shot on either of these Pokemon unless they're like Terra Fighting, Terra Blast into Chi-Yu. But I don't feel like getting Follow Mead. Power Spot's such a cool ability. Alright, let's see what it is. Hopefully nothing that resists this. I swear to God if you're Terra Fighting. Terra Fairy, that's fine. That's like perfect. They thought I was going to click Snarl. But I figured they would Terra anyways. Follow me. Awesome. This should be a great turn. It'd be awesome if you just like set up on me. Heat Wave connects. Oh, critical hit on the Calyrex. That's Rock Slide range. Dude, double crit? Nasty plot? Okay, this game's over. No Mewtwo required. This game is over. Okay, maybe not. Well, actually, no, I'm probably fine. I just have to click another Heat Wave. I also have Wide Guard. Urshifu could be an issue, but I have a Focus Sash, so I don't really care. Right? Don't want to... Yeah, I definitely just Rock Slide. They could Protect here. And that could be kind of bad. They should always target Chi-Yu if they do. I think if they're going to do that, my play is go in Didi now for the Rocky Helmet, because they have to target Chi-Yu because it's the Scarf Mon. And I'll just Rock Slide. Just to break Sash. Because it's probably not Sash on Cali Shadow if they have the Clefairy. Also, I can't believe that... I always forget that, like, Stonjourner isn't powered up by its own ability. So, Stonjourner not being powered up by its own ability kind of sucks. Nice. They're also probably Draining Kiss, which could be kind of bad. Rock Slide into the Protect. Hopefully it doesn't miss the Urshifu. I would like a little bit of chip. Nice. And I should be able to follow me. And if they are Draining Kiss, they're just goobed. If they're Draining Kiss, they're just goobed, because Draining Kiss will KO it before it heals. So they withdraw. Who's going to be Incineroar? Rillaboom, maybe? Yep, Rillaboom. Would love to follow me away, Draining Kiss. Astral Barrage, Focus Sash will save us, and we should just connect here. We should connect. Oh, it's a life orb. Never mind. I think we just win. I think we just win. And Mewtwo actually gets to do something. Hopefully. Pretty strong Rock Slide. I'm also adamant on Stonjourner. I don't see the point of running Jolly. I am max speed, though. Like, Stonjourner isn't, like, terribly bulky. So max speed just felt fine. Max speed adamant. And this should be a game where I can win off of getting Indeedee in. So I'm going to send in Chiyu here to drop. And I'm sacking Stonjourner, but I will try to Rock Slide. Because I need the Expanding Force clip, bro. If I don't get this Expanding Force clip, I'm going to freak out. There we go. And if it's Scarf Urshifu, that could be a little bad. But I'm pretty sure that I have 60 HP and 4 defense on this Mewtwo. We should be able to tank a hit. And they already Terra, so they can't, like, Terra Water and KOS. There's Mewtwo. Just send in the boy. Or the girl, rather. An Expanding Force. Can't believe we actually got a win immediately. Paid actors. I'm getting paid actors on the ladder today. I mean, like, who else is going to be on the ladder? It's the last couple of hours of Reg G. In fact, it's the last, like, hour period. Oh, it is Scarf, but I'll live. Alright, go Gadget Expanding Force. If this doesn't KO the Rillaboom from this range, this Mon's a fraud. Oh my god, this Mon's a fraud. This Mon's a fraud, it didn't KO. It's Life Orb in terrain. I mean, we still win, but... we still win, but, like, that was bad. That was so bad. Then again, I am timid, but you have to be timid, otherwise you don't outspeed Miraidon. Alright, just follow me, Heat Wave. Which has better accuracy, Heat Wave? Same accuracy, let's just overheat, why not? Nice. Okay, good game. One down. One down. I can't believe that did so little to the Rillaboom. I'm also Terra Dark to make sure I don't always lose to Kali Shadow. So that could have been super duper bad. You know, I can't even boost the damage coming off of this thing. Rank 701. Okay. Hato. Really interesting Koraidon Sun. I would bet that's probably Scarf on the Zard. Ooh, how do we beat this? Ogerpon Cornerstone feels necessary. Wide Guard's also just super good here, if I'm being honest. And if they're Jolly on the Koraidon, I don't outspeed, but if they're Adamant, I do, I believe. I guess we just Tailwind. Yeah, actually, Tailwind isn't bad. Tailwind isn't bad, but I have to make sure I deal with Chiyu first. Let's do this. This should be an interesting match. I'm going to lead off with my Rock Slide guy because Focus Sash Rock Slide is just incredible into this team. We also have Terra Fighting Low Kick to deal a ton of damage to some of the heavier mons. All right. Not an incredible lead. I would like to stagger my Tailwind, so I'm actually going to Protect. Do I want a Terra Fighting Low Kick? I kind of want a Terra Fighting Low Kick. Because my Tailwind isn't doing much for me here. I could try to Trick Room as well. If they're going to Tailwind anyways. I think if they're going to Tailwind anyways, my play is just to do this. I protect this turn. No, because I can get Onward into it. Let's just Bleak Wind. Let's just Bleak Wind low kick. Who cares? There's Terra Fire probably. Maybe Terra Dark. Nope, Terra Fire. If they're close combat, this low kick's going to do a lot. And a lot of them have been dropping Collision Course for close combat. Flare Blitz, okay. This low kick should do a decent amount then. Because, like, or it should send it, like, pretty low. Because it's going to take a lot of recoil off of that. There's Moonblast. Alright. I send in the Indeedee, and I go for Terra Water Trick Room, and then we have to Expanding Force. And I just click Rock Slide here. Chi-Yu could be an issue. It really could be, but I can't really afford to do anything else. I guess I could... I'm going to do this. I'm going to Terra Water Trick Room, and in case Chi-Yu's in the back, I'm actually going to go hard into Mewtwo. Because Mewtwo can definitely take a close combat. It's going to hurt is the issue, but... makes it easier to deal with Chi-Yu in the back if I hold on to that Pokemon. I want to believe that even if they close combat into Indeedee, I'll take it. If they Collision Course, I definitely do, but if they Flare Blitz, I definitely do as well. Please don't tell me they Flare Blitz the... Okay, alright. That's fine. Borodon's gonna drop. Rocky Helmet. Yep. And if we're lucky, they ended up going for Moonblast here into the Mewtwo. No special attack stat drop would be incredible. Nice. I like how Indeedee just barely ate that, even though it resisted it. Like, that mon's absurd. And I'm, like, literally relaxed, max defense, max HP. If we see Chi-Yu, it's going to be a Helping Hand or a Sphere play. Yep, there it is. Hopefully not Sash on the Chi-Yu. That could ruin things for me right now. I'm actually hoping it's Sash. Now I kind of hope it's Sash Whimsicott. I want to say it's... Ah, this is a little rough. I protect. 4 turns left to Trick Room. Here's what I do. I Psychic and I protect this turn. I Psychic and I protect. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm pretty sure it's Sash on the Chi-Yu. And that lets me next turn go for Rock Slide Expanding Force. But just in case it's Sash on the Whimsicott, this also covers pretty well. Heat Wave, please connect on the Indeedee, otherwise it's going to be kind of awkward. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Can you Moonblast Indeedee? No? Okay, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. It's just going to be me hoping that it's not Sash. Definitely just Psychic again. Aura Sphere. Do I need a Helping Hand my Aura Sphere? I don't think I do. I'm Life Orb. And if we're lucky, the last Pokemon's like Charizard or something, and I can just Rock Slide. Alright, yeah, it is Sash. It's not Scarf. Well, time to rely on flinches. Time to rely on flinches. Had to hope it was Scarf. Yeah, I really wanted Stone Junior to get in last turn. Would have been so much better. That's 100% Sash. Can you be Charizard, please? Iron Hands. It's over. It's over. Good game. Rock Slide for fun. It's over. All right. One of our 3 losses this season. It's so funny. I went undefeated with Giratina. And I'm struggling with Mewtwo. Kinda. I mean, we did good first game, but it was like Mewtwo hardly did anything. It was just completely carried by like Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu's the real restricted on this team, if we're being so honest. You guys want to hear a fun fact? This isn't even a white or gray sweater. This is a pink hoodie. It's pink. You just can't tell because of the lighting. Crazy, huh? What color's the dress? Is it black and gold or blue and white? Alright, this guy's pretty high ranked. Oh boy, Cali Shadow. You know what's fun? Even if I do lose all these games, it doesn't matter because I don't like Reg G. But our rank was still good at the end of the season, and also I'm only just proving my point. Every loss is a point proven. That's how I'm gonna justify this. I kind of need my Tailwind this game. I don't think Stonjourner shows up. I think it's an Ogerpon game. So Ogerpon's got Ivy Cudgel. I think we do this. I think we do that. Yeah. Yeah, Ogerpon can deal with, like, 2 of the problem Pokemon here. Like, 2 of the most annoying Pokemon for this team are Urshifu Rapid Strike and Chi-Yu. Because a lot of Chi-Yu in this current metagame are Scarf. So Ogerpon, at the very least, should be able to deal with both of them individually. Together, probably not. Together, probably not. But individually, it should be fine. All right. Whimsicott or Shifu. Okay, that's the lead that I wanted. Because I don't even think I Tailwind here. I think I just double the Urshifu. Because I can Bleak Wind, and if they don't taunt me or KO me, I should be fine. Yeah, just double the Urshifu Bleak Wind. Terra Water. Alright, buddy, let's see if you're Scarf. Terra Stellar. Okay, that doesn't help them too much here. Except they might KO my Tornadus. That's a possibility. Tailwind. Surging Strikes, who's it into? Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. It's cooked. Actually, wait, we might live. Come on. Oh my god, that's the goat. That's the goat. That's the goat right there. Give me this thing. Alright. Don't you dare. No! How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Got me to sit up in my chair, dude. They got me sitting up in my chair and stuff. How do we recover from this? Okay, so they're probably gonna Aqua Jet, preventing my Tailwind. But if they do that, I do get to Ivy Cudgel. I attempt the Tailwind, right? Man, who do I attack here? And what move do I use? I guess I just double Ivy Cudgel. If I crit, it's worth it. There's Aqua Jet. Okay, that might have been dumb, actually. Well, not terribly dumb. Mewtwo's now faster and I can Terra Dark. Yeah, fast Mewtwo plus Terra Dark actually might save me here. Because they're not Scarf. Hopefully they're life orb? No, it's cooked. Okay. Left, right. Yeah, the play is going to be Terra Dark. Hope that we live +2 Dark Pulse. And follow me. And then we double protect next turn and try to win. But I think it's cooked. I think it's cooked. Because they're definitely Sash. And if they're Specs, we're dead. Follow me the Surging Strikes. It'll KO itself. Maybe we'll get lucky and they Draining Kiss us. Probably not, though. Probably not. I'm pretty sure not. Withdrawing the Calyrex, okay. Interesting play. Fluttermane. Alright, this could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. Dark Pulse should still do a decent amount. Kind of wish I had Expanding Force now. Because, that Fluttermane's pretty fast. I will still have Follow Me as an option, though. Dark Pulse plus Expanding Force definitely does it, right? Yeah, 2-hit KO. If they're not Dazzling Gleam, we have a shot. They close combated though. That's gonna hurt. Okay, let me think. What are our outs here? It'd be kind of crazy if on my last turn to Tailwind I Trick Roomed. But if they have Dazzling Gleam, it's cooked. They usually just run Icy Wind, though. It's usually just Icy Wind. This is their last turn to Tailwind. I can Follow Me Dark Pulse. Well, no, I would just Expanding Force here to break the Sash, because that would do it. And I Follow Me on the Moonblast. And then hope I win the 1v1 somehow. Alright, there's Moonblast. Probably gonna have to take a single target Astral Barrage, which is gonna hurt. Gonna hurt pretty bad. They have Pollen Puff, it's cooked. They were Specs. It was cooked. It was cooked. Alright, let's get one more. I need to at least go even with Mewtwo, guys. I have to at least go even here. Continue battling. Let me climb back into top 1,000, please, please. This video is definitely coming out at like 8 p.m. too. All right, rank 248. I think I can do this one. This one doesn't seem too bad. That's a Cali Ice. But there is also a big issue, and it's named Landorus, and it's probably Scarf Landorus too. I think that the way that I do this, right, is I lead off. I think I have to lead off Mewtwo, right? No. No, I don't lead off Mewtwo. I lead off with Chi-Yu, right? And Indeedee. And I bring you, and I bring you. Because if I don't bring Mewtwo, you guys are going to complain. You know, it's really messed up when you're like playing a restricted format and you unironically just have to go like, maybe I don't bring the restricted. Right? It's pretty messed up. That does happen though. Like Terapagos teams in particular are known to sometimes not bring it. All right. Calyrex and Incineroar. Chi-Yu and Indeedee. Not the worst lead. Not the worst lead. I think what I do here is I just overheat. Not overheat. I Heat Wave and I switch in my Stongener. Yeah, Heat Wave switch in Stongener isn't bad. And the reason I'm Heat Waving here is just because I don't want to have to like... I don't want to have to... How do I say it? It's just guaranteed damage. And like chipping the Incineroar for any amount is going to be useful. So that way I always pick up with Aura Sphere. Or Rock Slide, either one. Also, this Heat Wave's going to hurt regardless. It's modest Chi-Yu with Beads of Ruin and also a Life Orb stacked on top of it. It's going to hurt. There's the Terra. Are you Terra Fire, Water, or Fairy? Hopefully Fairy. Terra Water. That's the worst one. Would have loved to be able to click Rock Slide next turn. Can I burn you? That'd be awesome. Nope. Knock off for the Sash. If they try to Trick Room. Glacial Lance. Okay, that's fine. Stongener just eats that, and now I can just Rock Slide and Heat Wave again. To be honest, like I don't see the downside. Leftovers. Hello, that is a very bulky Calyrex. That is an extremely bulky Calyrex. I guess if they Trick Room, it's not the end of the world. Because they don't get to take a KO here, and then I can Wide Guard on them and try to Expanding Force. I really just want to get rid of Incineroar. Heat Wave Rock Slide's not bad. Alright. I guess I could have also gone for like the Terra Fighting low kick. But like, I have a chance to flinch and a chance to burn here. I'd rather just go for that. And nothing really safely switches in on this. It's way too much damage. Heat Wave. Can I burn you, please? That'd be awesome. Rock Slide. Who did I miss? Can I at least flinch you? Parting Shot. Okay, Incineroar is going to stick around a little longer. That's great. That's great. That's fine. I actually don't even care. I don't even care. It's whatever. It's a dumb Pokemon anyways. It's a dumb Pokemon. No one cares. What's coming in, though? Right, Rillaboom? Yeah. Not the end of the world as long as they don't Trick Room on me. I'd rather them just take 2 KOs, to be honest. Leech Seed! What am I facing? What does this guy think he is? I could try to Heat Wave again. Like, a Burn's going to be useful regardless, and Incineroar's already been chipped quite a bit. I'm just going to Heat Wave and switch in Indeedee to make sure I don't get faked out. Indeedee can eat a Glacial Lance. Like, really, it's just a matter of if they Trick Room or not. This is like a max defense freaking Calyrex or something. Oh my god, that doesn't even do half. U-turn. Yep. Guys, I don't think it's happening. I don't know how we get freaking Incineroar, or not Incineroar. I don't know how we get Mewtwo on the board in such a way where we win. Ogre Pawn. Okay, they both live. Just fine by me. I need to keep Indeedee around. I'm just gonna keep Heat Waving. Like, that's unironically like what we have to do here. And I have to sack Stungeoner. Look, man, a single burn could win us this. A single burn. Or like a well-timed Expanding Force. There's Spiky Shield. Can I please burn? Please, bro. Please. Please. Please, please, just burn. Something. Give me something. And I miss. Oh, this is great. This is incredible. Maybe I should have brought Cornerstone instead of Stungeoner. Maybe that was the play. All right, let me think. I'm pretty sure it's just cooked. I'm pretty sure we just like got our butts handed to us 3 games in a row with a Mewtwo. I have to Helping Hand here. 80. They're both the same power. But it's better if I Expanding Force left slot, just in case they switch in Rillaboom. Which they should. It's just cooked. It's literally just cooked. There's the Protect. It's just cooked. It's just cooked. We're getting 4-0'd. Why do you have so much recovery, dude? Yeah, no, I'm not playing this. We're forfeiting. I'm done with Mewtwo. I'm done with this format, in fact. I never have to play this again. This is my last game ever in Reg G. Incredible, right? I never have to do that again. All right, we got owned. Well, glad that finally, when I make a video about how bad a Pokemon is, I don't win the games. That's at least a bright side. Yeah, no, Mewtwo is incredibly washed. It's incredibly washed. It has so much going for it, like in terms of coverage and stats, but it's no longer enough in this current format. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.